After watching the samosa wrap video, now we're going to making the samosa itself. This is what it turned out to look like. So let me take you back a little bit. This is really nice and you need to try this recipe. For this recipe, we are going to be using vegetables, as we are doing a vegetable samosa. So we're going to be using cabbage, carrots, Irish potato, and then white onions. You can use the regular purple onion, but with white onion it is way better. I prefer white onion because when you put it in, you will not really notice white onion. And you know, samosa is fried, it is not baked. If it is meat pie that is baked, fine, meat pie will cook the onion while baking, but this is, you have to, it's better with white. Let me just put a white onion. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and wash my vegetables. So now I've washed, I'm going to be using 1 Irish potato, 1 carrot, and 1 onion. Just a small part of the onion I just cut out, just a small. You can see this is for 14 wraps of samosa. Medium size samosa, not the tiny samosa, for the medium size samosa. You can even call it a big samosa anyway. So it's just a small portion of cabbage that I cut out. That's what I'm going to be using for 14 wraps of samosa. That's 2 cups of flour actually that made that 14 wraps of samosa. So now I'm going to be slicing and cutting my carrots into cubes. Now I'm going to do the same thing to my Irish potato. I'm going to slice it and also cut it into cubes. I'm also going to be doing the same thing with my onions by cutting them into cubes. Now for the cabbage, we're going to be cutting it out. After cutting it out, you still recut it again to make it tinier, let it not be long. Okay, we're going to cut it again, make it tiny, let it not be long, recut it and recut it until it's as tiny as possible. So now these are all my ingredients. You have cabbage, carrot, my white onion, and my Irish potato. Now you're going to turn to your pot and put in a little oil, just a little, let's say 4 teaspoons of groundnut oil or vegetable oil. That's what we're using for this. And we are putting in our carrots. We're going to be putting on very low heat so that the carrot will then you add your Irish potato. You want it to cook under a very low heat so that, you know, since they are strong, they are very strong, they need, and you stir it, be stirring it, they are very strong, they need to be cooked so that someone can actually eat it without tasting the rawness of it. Then after it's cooked, you add in, you sprinkle your spices, your salt, your seasoning cube. You can add a little curry, but I don't really like curry because of the aftermath taste it might have on effect on maybe a customer or a friend or a relative. So I'm adding my seasoning cubes and salt and just few spices. Then you, after allowing to cook, you now add in your white onion and stir. After 1 minute, you add in your cabbage. You are meant to stir your cabbage till it's cooked a bit for just 1 minute. Not that you have to keep it till it's totally dried up, no, but let it actually be, nice, but not totally dried up and still not over crunchy. Okay, so this is what it should look like at the end of the day. Wow, this is beautiful. So now we're going to go back to our samosa wraps that we did in the last video. So now we're going to be wrapping our samosas in this. For us to do this, we need to mix flour and water paste to seal the edges of the samosa wraps. Make a thick paste with water and flour like this. Then you fold this way you fold your samosa wrap by turning one side, and then you turn the other side on it. Okay, then you're going to use that and put your filling inside the middle. Then this angle, you're going to have to seal it with the flour and water paste. This is how you're going to seal it. So now we're going to add in our filling. When you're done adding your filling, you turn it to want to wrap it and cover it. You now have to seal that angle there, but when you close it, first of all, you know that there are edges that need to be cut out, that even if you seal it, they will still be hanging out. So now I'm going to cut them out. After cutting out the edges, now I'm going to have to seal this side you're seeing right now, so that I can cover the samosa. Then close it and seal it with your fingers very well. Can now see how our samosa is already formed. This is what samosa. Check for any part that is not totally sealed and put in your flour and water paste on it. The reason is so you don't want your samosa content as the filling to come out of the wrap. Oil will enter into it and the whole taste will totally change. So let us do this again. So now you take your wrap and then you fold it like this, and then you turn it. Let's do it again. You fold it, turn it, put your hand on the tip there, and then turn it, and then hold it and seal those edges. After sealing the edges, you add in your filling. And then you fold it. But before you fold and seal it, you have to cut out the edges with a knife like this. Then you now use your water flour paste to seal it. So now, after putting it and sealing it, seal it very well. Make sure all the edges are sealed. You don't want oil to pass through the holes to enter into your filling, and then your taste changes. So you keep checking and seal in every edge with the flour and water paste. This is what it should look like at the end of the day. It should look as beautiful as this. And this samosa is looking yummy already. So this is after the second one, and now we are done. Let's move to the fire, to the pots. So now you put your oil in your pot and make it hot. Put it on fire for a while until it's hot, and then you add in your samosa. After putting your samosa, you keep turning them upside down until they are golden brown. Okay, so you keep turning it upside down once it is hot, and you feel, and you just turn it upside down, and you keep turning upside down until it gets brown. Then it gets golden brown and ready to eat. So this is what your samosa should look like at the end of the day. I'm very hungry for this. So who is ready to eat samosa with me? Please come and join me. This is what samosa should look like, and this is the end product. So wow, our samosa, hot samosa is ready. Thank you very much. Let me go and munch this and see you in my next video.